Welcome Pisces. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's see what you and your soulmate will go within to find the answers on. God, Gaia, God, Goddess. Okay. Mother, Father. What actions will Mr. and Miss Pisces soulmate will be taking in action for November 11th to November 13th? Hey, you got an extra past life card too. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Masculine Pisces, you and your soulmate are going within to understand how to set a firm foundation when it comes to how we get our bread and water. This is what you and your soulmate is going within to find the answers on. Whether that means if you're thinking of opening up a business, what would be the best way to satisfy people's food and hunger? Whether that be if you're a cook, seeing ways to help others in how they can prepare meals that can help with their finances and still give them the nutrients that they need throughout the day. If this is how you make a living, what is the way that you want to make a living? How do you want to get your bread? And how do you want to be replenished from the labor that you put into that? Female Pisces, you and your soulmate are going within to understand what makes both you and your soulmate join together as one. This is something that you're going within, Miss Pisces, to understand, you and your soulmate, because in your past lives you were monks and nuns. Yes, you hold things very sacred. So does your soulmate. But now you're trying to go within to see how does this merge with what they consider sacred, what they consider nourishment for a relationship, what they consider purifying to have in any type of relationship. This is what you're going within to understand, Miss Pisces. Masculine Pisces, you and your soulmate are becoming the Trinity. You're seeing that you and your soulmate hold masculine principles when it comes to solving food and hunger, whether that means how you make your material goods or how you obtain your material goods. You and your soulmate have that in common. That's the masculine. The feminine side, which is governed by the second house of Taurus, is the core values of why do you go to a job? Is the job fitting to your principles inwardly? If it does not, how does it play a part in extending or expanding your craft of knowledge when it comes to going after jobs or the career paths that you do choose? Sometimes we choose jobs just for the skills in it, yet we know that it helps us to our main job, and you're using your soul in how to navigate that with your soulmate. You and your soulmate, once you go within to see what do you value in how you go after your bread and butter, or bread and water, you will see that abundance is always lavishly around you. And giving birth to your dreams, or giving birth, like was mentioning for Taurus, whenever you get a chance, check out Taurus, November 11th to November 13th reading. Giving birth, just like carrying a child for 9 months, is, for one, you had to have a partner to have a core value to want to procreate. Or you and your soulmate have an idea, just like a child, that can grow into something more permanent. And that can not only be useful for you and your soulmate, but for people around you as well. So nurture yourself and others at this time, masculine Pisces. As you nurture, and this goes right back to nutrients. Bread, especially this bread. This is a loaf of bread. This is not a slice of bread. Even tasting a loaf of bread compared to a slice of bread feels different. It feels like when you get a loaf of bread from someone, like they actually had made this loaf. They took the time, energy, emotions, love, and thought into what kind of loaf of bread. They could have made raisin bread. They could have made cinnamon bread. Yet, this shows the kind of bounty that people will see in you and your soulmate. This knowing that you can create a loaf of bread. Some people do not know how to make loaves of bread. So this, in that knowledge, teaching people what you naturally know will help so many others. Masculine Pisces. Female Pisces. You and your soulmate, yes, please check out the Taurus reading. You and your soulmate are becoming the Trinity as well. See, mirror image of the masculine energy. You, Miss Pisces, and your soulmate are becoming a Trinity. You are understanding what it takes to show the father, the masculine side, which is all about discipline and structure, and knowing the mother, which is all about what do we not sacrifice, but we shine a light to love for and hold sacred from the father principle, or from the structure that the father has given. What is the sacredness of that? It doesn't go against it. It connects together. And from that is birthed a child from both parents to bring forth a new generation of that thought, of those same sacred principles that can be passed on from the next generation to the next. So if this means showing that demonstration or that emotions through how you communicate that to your soulmate and to yourself, will probably be around a celebration. Even when you have gatherings from 1 to 2 people or more is a celebration. If you're invited to a wedding or a graduation or a birth announcement, baby shower, any event where it requires you to be open and social, that will be a perfect opportunity to practice what you preach, or practice what holds sacred principles to you. Because it holds sacredness to you, you won't feel pressured to show it. It's this innate thing. It is an innate calling within you. The need to have more fun. So if that means going out more or finding ways that will show your emotional side and your intuitive side, go for it. Because as you're going for it, Miss Pisces, masculine Pisces, both you and your soulmates have learned this from past lives as being Native Americans. Natives being the chief, being the spokesperson for the tribe. Just like a chief would have to learn how to make the bread. A chief would have to learn how to grow crops. A chief would have to know how to understand people's emotions by going within their own emotions to figure out creative ways and fun ways to lighten the load. So until we meet again, Miss and Miss Pisces, know that you and your soulmate are becoming in sync with the core values of what you hold as, not only for a relationship, but for marriage, for a community, even for friendship. Full circle. Whenever you get a chance, check out the description box below. I always leave a paragraph as a template or a map to think about for the next 3 days. I love you, masculine and feminine Pisces. We will see you on the other side.